Hey everybody, it's Mr. R. In this video, we will be covering how to add fractions with common denominators. I have covered this topic before, but using models to help us, so I will link that video down below. This video will cover how to add fractions with common denominators without using a visual or a model to help us. Now I have three problems listed here, and then I'll have three more at the end for you to try out for yourself. But each of these problems already has common denominators, and so we can just follow these simple steps in order to answer the question correctly. If we look at problem number one, we have 1/4 plus 2/4 equals blank. Now, the first thing we should do is hopefully recognize that yes, we do have common denominators. Okay, I see a 4 in each of our denominators, meaning we have those denominators in common, and we can proceed with step number one. Step number one is to keep our denominator the same. Now the reason it stays the same is because when we're adding two different amount of fourths together, our answer is going to give us a number of fourths, a certain amount of fourths, which is what our numerator will tell us. So our denominator stays the same, slides on over. Our second step is to add the numerators. Okay, since our operation is addition here, our numerators get added together. 1 plus 2 equals 3. And so 3/4 is our answer. Now we don't have to do, or we can't do the third step of simplifying because our answer is less than 1. And there is not a common factor between the numerator and denominator. So it is just fine how it is. 3/4 is our answer. Now the second problem, we have 2/6 plus 3/6 equals blank. Again, we share a common denominator between these two fractions, so we can proceed down our checklist. The first thing is to keep our denominator the same. So that 6 in the denominator stays the same, no change. Our numerators, since we are adding, our numerators get added together. 2 plus 3 equals 5. And then that is our answer, 5/6. Just like question 1, we cannot simplify because our answer is still less than 1, and there isn't a common factor other than 1 that we could divide each of our numerator and denominators by. And let's look at question number 3. 2/8 plus 4/8 equals blank. Once again, we have 8s in each of our denominators, so they are common. And so we can go down our checklist with the first thing being to keep that denominator the same. The second thing we do is add our numerators. 2 plus 4 equals 6. And now this is one that we can simplify. It is still less than 1, since 6 in our numerator is smaller than 8 in our denominator. So it doesn't meet the first condition, but it does meet the second, where the numerator and denominator have a common factor. And so for the sake of kind of running out of room, let's rewrite that 6/8 down here. And a common factor of 6 and 8 is 2. So we can divide 6 by 2 to give us 3 in the numerator, and then divide 8 by 2 to get 4 in the denominator. So just to be clear, this 3/4 is still the exact same thing. Those are equal to each other. 3/4 is just the simplified answer of 6/8. Equivalent fractions, but the 3/4 has smaller numbers within the numerator and denominator. Now I'll hop on down to give you your chance to try these similar kind of problems out. In just a few moments, just like in other videos, I will show you the answer and all of my work on how to solve these problems. But before we get there, I just want to say thank you for watching the video. Please feel free to put a comment down below with questions or comments or some suggestions on different topics that I could cover in the future. But thank you again, and the answer will show up in just a moment.